Hello, welcome to the podcast. This is going to be Suitable Conversation. It's a podcast that myself, Tali, and Tiger here,
Yeah, that's
Tiger,
me.
are going to be doing here every now and then. Just going to be talking about things in the furry fandom and whatever we think is interesting. Really, we just want to talk about with other people. So, again, my name is Tali. This is Tiger. When you
I'm
say
Tiger.
something to, what do you want to tell other people?
Well, I'm not a tiger. I'm a meerkat. Common misconception. I am the most anxious meerkat ever. But I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, it should be
Yeah.
fun. My name's Tally. I do whole lot of nothing.
You do a lot of video editing.
Yeah, I
you
do.
put this whole thing together.
Yeah,
So all this editing and all the audio and video, it's all this guy.
Yeah, a little bit. I guess a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
I feel
I'm
like-
literally just sitting here. That's all I have to do is sit down. And here you are,
Yeah.
showed up with all this. I get to watch you set everything up and do all the work. I owe you a Waffle House or something.
Ooh, Waffle House.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
We eat breakfast. That's what
Yeah,
we do.
breakfast is
We're
good.
very good at eating breakfast.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and talk about. I guess just how we could go ahead and talk about how we met a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
How we.
Oh.
You could also talk about like
What a
how
day
we-
that was.
how we joined the furry fandom. I guess.
Oh, yeah. How'd you find the fandom? I don't think I've ever heard you say.
It's kind of like I was a kid and I was watching Naruto, and then I thought anime was kind of cool for a little bit, and then
Naturally.
and then I was just like, I think I just happened upon like pictures, and I was like, okay, that's kind of cool.
Mhm.
Like I didn't really have like a fascination for like anything in particular because I know some people have it with like werewolves and stuff, but I just kind of found it, and I was just like, okay, this is cool. And then I found some like really nice artists and stuff, and I was like, I don't know what this is, but it's kind of cool. And then so I just found like one artist, and I was looking through her stuff because that's the only I found her like website, and then I was like, oh look, there's other websites and stuff like this for this stuff. And then at the very beginning, I thought suits were weird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a
I
common
was-
thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like, I'm never, ever
yeah.
gonna
I
be
was
one
like,
of those
I'm like,
people.
I'm not that devoted.
And I
Like,
still like that. I'm never getting a suit. Never gonna happen. You're not gonna catch me in one.
Okay. You keep saying that, Tiger. So, but yeah, that's basically how it happened. I didn't really. Mine's not really that entertaining.
Okay.
I-
No, I get it.
It was
So to sum up, you were that kid in school that howled at the moon and wore the wolf
no,
shirts.
no,
And I get
no,
it.
I didn't,
get it.
I didn't mess around with that at all. I was just kind of casually into it, and then
Yeah.
like, that was pretty young. I was pretty young at the time. And then I would say, I think around 2012 was when I started trying to actually do stuff or be more active, I guess.
How'd you find out about the local meetups and stuff?
Ooh, I can't actually remember.
Did you get invited to them?
No, I did. I think I was playing. Oh, I used to host Minecraft servers.
Ah.
And I was hosting a Minecraft server for me and my friends, and it ended up getting like it wasn't like super big, but it was like big enough to where we just have like a little bit of like we'd always have people playing.
Yeah.
And then one guy joined, and he was like, "Hi, yes, I am. I'm this guy, and I live in Texas." And I was like, "I live there."
Yeah.
And he's like,
Ah.
all right, yeah, there's this stuff. And then I can't remember if I talked to him about any of the local meets or something, or if it was something. I remember I went to one of them, and it was kind of awkward. I didn't know anybody, and it was one of the super small ones too, and
yeah.
it didn't help. And then I had played some League of Legends, and I knew Starkey. I found his Facebook one time because I was creeping, and then I went there and I saw him and I was like,
Yeah.
is that dude? He's like, yeah. So we started talking about League of Legends and then he's like, you should go to AFM or Arlington Furry, which is like the super big.
Our local.
Yeah,
Our local stomping grounds.
Yeah, it's the meat that's actually good. Like
they're all good.
Well,
it's the big one.
No, it's the big one.
Yeah.
But like the reason why the other meat wasn't good, like you could tell because it's not around anymore.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was. Yeah.
Okay, I hear you.
So
loud and clear, buddy.
So yeah. So there's that, and then yeah, I went to Arlington Fur Meet, and that's where I met you guys.
I remember that because
like,
you had a mini server set up on your phone.
Oh yeah.
And anybody could connect to it and drop pictures or music or whatever in there. And I thought that was so cool because you glance at it every once in a while and you're like, oh, look at this. Somebody put this in here just now.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy. You had hair that looked just like mine a few years ago before I started, maintaining it. I mean, but no, yeah, I remember we went out to eat afterwards. After that first time we met you, we went somewhere in your car, and you took us, I believe, to food.
To a
which
food.
I always appreciate.
Yeah, I can't remember where we went. I remember I had a PT Cruiser at the time.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that purple one.
It was like a dark blue.
I was wrong about that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Way off.
I only had it for a little bit, so. Yeah. Those, the PT Cruiser days.
And it's been downhill ever since. And now we're here, sitting on a sofa, talking to each other.
Yeah. Go into talk about how you found the fandom.
Ooh. Oh man. In like the early 2000s, I was super into DeviantArt, and then my friends got me on Gaia Online back in high school. Yeah. And I would go to something they had called the Art Arena, which they swiftly took away. But people would post art in there, and
in Gaia?
On Gaia, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And there was anthro characters, and I didn't see them as any different than the anime fan art, but somehow one led me to an older site called VCL, and VCL is where I started looking at it like, okay, so this is a thing, and then VCL led me to, I believe, a Facebook group. No, I'm sorry, it was before Facebook. VCL led me on MySpace. I was looking at art on MySpace, and then I found a Texas Furs MySpace group.
Ooh.
And I joined that, and it was like a bunch of people, and they were saying, oh, hey, you should come to this convention we're having. And I'd been going to this anime con for years, and I'm like, oh, I can do this. I can do it. And I met them at the convention, and I still see them around. They're great people, and it's really fun to see them. Like, I've known you for years. But I went to the first second TFF. I can't remember what year it was on, but I haven't missed one since because it is just home con. It's my favorite con. And then around 2013, I started going to AFM after a bad breakup, and AFM, the Arlington Furry, the big one, has been a really awesome place where I've met people, and those people have introduced me to people, and it's been really fun.
Yeah, that's mainly how it started. Like you meet one person,
and they introduce you to somebody who introduces you to two more people. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all good, except the hyenas. The hungry ones. One time, and I'd like to go back.
But you definitely need like a whole crew because it's too big. It's too big of a space to traverse.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But that's the fun part.
You get your
walking around.
Yeah. You get your workout.
Yeah.
But MFF is like the biggest one. it's coming up. It's like a couple weeks, I think, left.
It is. Yes. Super excited. I could not be more excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got lucky and you're in the main hotel, too.
I got lucky because of all the people I'm going to see at MFF. I'm really excited to see all the people. But, no, a lot goes on at MFF that I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself. There's
too much
much going on. There's the dance comp. There's, like some panels that'll be fun to go to. The menagerie. The friends I'm gonna see in between this and that.
Yeah.
And you know me, I could just stand there doing nothing and I'm entertained for hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear, we'll take you to some spot and you'll be like, yep, just leave me here.
Yep,
I'm good.
I'm good. Yep.
Yeah.
A couple hours later, what's up, guys? I'm still here holding up the wall.
Yeah.
That's my job.
What was I gonna say? I've been saying this. I really want it to snow again at MFF.
Oh, yes.
Some people are like, yeah, you don't want that.
Really? Yeah.
Like, somebody was saying, like, yeah, you don't want that. You got to drive all over it. Like, no, I'm just going to fly in.
Yeah.
I don't care. I just want it to snow again. Cause
You're not going to drive on it.
Yeah, I'm not going to be driving.
You're going to enjoy the fun part.
Yeah. Like, when it snowed that one time, I think it was, like, 2016, I think. I think it was 2016.
Yeah.
Like all the suitors went outside and like everybody's just playing around in the snow, throwing snowballs and like the snow was still falling too, so it wasn't just like snow on the ground. It was like it was like super pretty, and everybody got super soaked because of all the snow.
Oh, bring your fans. Yeah. If you have a spare box fan, bring that to MFF. Yeah. Bring it to conventions. I have a special one. You've seen my special fan. Put my furry stickers all over it.
Yeah.
That's the keep in the closet fam so no one else has to come over and see it. Only bring that out for conventions.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope it snows too, because last time when it snowed and I went, I didn't even go out in the snow. I was too scared to, because I didn't think my suit would dry in time. Seeing all the other people out there, I could have done it.
Yeah. Like the one thing was it was like super slippery and
was it?
And a little bit. Like
I'd be all over the ground. I'd be on the ground more than I'd be standing up.
Like I think around like the exits, like over in like not the exits, like the street area. I think it got kind of slippery, but like everybody was playing around in the grass, like where I think it was grass, like in the middle area.
Yeah.
And people were making snowballs and. I remember people were like shaking the trees so all the snow fall down off of it.
You can tell who is from the south like we are. We don't see snow much.
Yeah, we don't see
Unfortunately, we've seen it once in a blue moon, but it's not normal dry snow. We get the very wet slush.
That's like the equivalent of getting like snow on Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Happened one time.
You show up and it's just snow.
Yeah.
Everybody starts playing around in it, making snow angels and throwing snowballs, snowball fights, all that. It's nice. I'm really hoping that it snows.
It will.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll
make
Don't jinx it.
We'll make it snow.
It'll snow. It'll snow.
Is there anything else you want to talk about, like strictly about MFF? Because I know that we could talk about since it's so big. It's kind of difficult for. Well, I don't know. Like I was gonna say, talk about what's the word? Basically, how people would go to like a first con and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And MFF is it's like a pretty good con to go to for first.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on.
Like
it's pretty diverse in the activities that are going on. So if you go for the suits, you're going to see a lot of variety of suits. If you go for the panels, you'll see more of a variety of panels. Yeah. Or there's actually a variety show. If you go for like entertainment, I don't think many other cons. I might be mistaken.
I think there's some variety shows in other places.
There probably is.
Yeah.
I'm making a fool of myself. But but no, I've heard a few things about the Fursuit variety show or the Furry variety show at this point.
Yeah. I think MFF, I don't know who's all like going to be going there for the first time, but for like a first time convention, MFF's pretty good because like if you don't know anybody there, it's really easy to just kind of show up and let the convention entertain you.
Yeah.
Just because there's so many panels and there's so many like suits and stuff like that. So if you just walk around, you're like, oh, I know that person. I want to get a picture of them. Or
Yeah,
like,
you'll see them around.
Yeah, like there's suitors there. There's panels. There's like all the quality dances and stuff like that. All the dances should be really nice. The dance competition should be really, really good.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Because a lot of people... Well, like, the one thing is if you do go for the first time, you can't say, like, oh, MFF was great. Let me go to, like, my little hometown con with only, like, 200 people in it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the same way.
Yeah, compare it to other smaller things.
Yeah. Because this is, like, the best kind of stuff. Like, there's all these different people that all do all this type of stuff, and they're all showing up to one place, so you're going to have, like, a pretty good selection of panels.
I guess it's a time of year and the location being kind of centralized that really makes people able to come and show up. Because they're kind of... I know it's in the middle of holiday season, and a lot of people's work is just super busy, but a lot of people make it. And also, the price. Flights to Chicago are not that expensive from various places.
From what I've seen, yeah.
Yeah.
At least.
So a lot of people show up, and if you follow anybody on Twitter, a lot of people update what they're doing at conventions on Twitter as they're going along. So you could be like, okay, so this person's in suit and they're downstairs. I'm gonna go see if I can catch them around. Say hi.
Yeah. Yeah. MFF definitely like a good convention to go to for like the first time.
Mm-hmm.
All that.
Meet some people, make some friends.
Yeah. The more you go to conventions, the more connections you end up making and stuff like that. So
yeah. Oh, it's so great seeing people that you can only see at conventions.
Yeah.
And, I haven't seen you in 6 months. Give them a big old hug.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's the best part.
I guess. Would you want to talk about more of how MFF kind of happens with some of the problems of MFF, that is?
Oh, well, yeah, with a bunch of people
that's not
gathered.
just MFF, though. That's every
big
convention.
Every convention has a layer underneath that can get kind of rough.
It's definitely a party convention. Well, most conventions are party conventions.
True.
But, like, it ends up being that, like, you'll see ambulances coming up super early during the convention, like Thursday at least. And
somebody's gotten off to a great start whenever an ambulance shows up on a Thursday morning. Oh my gosh. No. Here they are.
Yeah.
That's when I worry. What hour of the day the ambulances show up.
Yeah.
And if they show up...
There's always one.
Yeah, exactly. If they show up at night, it's like, okay, they're partying too hard. But if they show up at 9 o'clock in the morning...
Yeah, somebody's got a real problem.
Yeah, somebody's going hard.
Yeah. I think with conventions, people need to know about more of like taking... getting like a limit figured out and all that.
Yeah, if you're going to drink at a convention, you really have to know your limit and keep that in mind, because there's probably always going to be somebody around you, if you're at a party at least, that has something in their hand that's saying, here, drink this. And that is the biggest temptation, because, like, you're having a good time, you're on a roll, you may not feel it yet, but if somebody hands you
it's super easy for you to go to one party and then have one drink and then go to another party, have another drink, or just be slamming down drinks or shots or whatever else.
Yeah.
And it's super easy just to get caught up in it, and you gotta find out a limit, especially if you've never drank before.
Yeah.
Cons are not a great time to find out
Oh.
how much you can drink.
Yeah, especially if you have the tolerance of like, I don't know, a meerkat
Yeah.
and 2 beers do you in, and you're on that 1.5 beer. And there are times you may think, oh, I'm just a little tipsy. People like a tipsy drunk. It's cute. And then, like, before you know it, you're in someone's bathroom throwing up. And
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah,
cute anymore.
You don't want to.
You're stumbling down the hallway and people are worried and it's 6 in the morning and you're like yelling out stuff and people are trying to sleep. It crosses a line. You're not a cute drunk anymore. You're being that guy.
If you've never drank before, you also don't know what kind of drunk you are.
Yeah.
So you could be a super angry drunk. You could be like a really sad drunk.
Oh no.
Or you could be one of those ones that like just gets naked. And
oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
See, that's why I don't drink at cons.
You don't want to be that guy and not realize that you're being that guy. Because you'll show up at a party and then you're just all like, it's not that kind of party. I'm sure a whole bunch of people, they wouldn't mind because they're...
Ooh, it's warm in here. Then all of a sudden your shirt's off.
Yeah, and then you're just naked. And they're like, why is this dude naked? It's just,
oh no.
Okay.
It happens though.
Yeah. And, I don't know, everybody needs to just... find their limit some more because and the other thing about like it's kind of like the same thing, kind of like drugs and stuff like that too. Like if people are gonna partake in that, they have to know what they're doing. I'm not gonna say that people just aren't gonna not do it. People are always gonna. There's always gonna be that one guy. There's always gonna be that one group or whatever that's gonna come. And like they need to know what they need to do in order to be okay, because especially if they're what's the word, like impressionable, like the other people are impressionable.
Yeah.
It's like you show up and you meet this person for the first time and you think that they're like all super great, and then they start giving you a whole bunch of drugs and telling you to take them and stuff like that. Just
or like people don't even tell others to take it. They're like, hey, you want to do this with us?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I get it. You don't want to be that person that's like, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to be that person that's down at the dances, grabbing up on random furs and really making people mad, and then you're gonna get kicked out.
Yeah, like that's probably like the not even the worst thing that you could get, because you could have a really really intense reaction to it as well.
Oh man, yes.
And tolerance and stuff like that of that stuff too, because alcohol and drugs and all that stuff. If somebody starts handing you drinks, and they're a lot bigger or whatever else, and you just start, oh yeah, I'll take 5 shots with you real quick.
No, yeah, you got to know who you're drinking with.
Yeah.
Oh, that is. Every time I drink at a small party or a gathering or something outside a convention, I think, I wonder if my tolerance has changed a little bit. Nope. Nope. I am so bad, and I get really hyper, and then all of a sudden I crash beyond any sort of being able to be saved. People say, oh, just drink a little more and it'll save you. You'll feel a little better, a little more awake. The thought of putting any more alcohol in my stomach just makes me so sick. So I gotta be the one that leaves the party.
I actually have a little bit where I got pretty drunk at MFF last year.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and I went back to my room because everybody was back in there, and I was like, "You guys want to, go to the dance or something?" It was like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. I was like, you guys want to go to the dance? And they're like, nah, not right now. I was like, okay. So I laid down.
Yeah.
And I went to sleep at like 9 p.m.
Oh, no. What time did you wake up?
Well, I think I got some good sleep.
Okay.
But I missed everything on Friday night. So that was not enjoyable for me.
It can happen. Yeah, you can actually very easily throw a whole night away.
Yeah,
because you took a little too much of something.
Yeah.
Or you drank a little too much, and then there goes your Saturday night.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
It's a good idea to keep in mind that you don't really need that stuff. It's so cliche to say, I know,
Yeah.
but like you don't need to be smashed. You could drink a couple of drinks and kind of have a buzz if you really really want to have a buzz, and then you can, you know, go downstairs and you're not totally intoxed.
Yeah. 'Cause you can tell people use.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. There's some people. You know, you make a new friend. You're going up to them. Are you okay? I don't know. You need some water? I'm not ready to see a stranger throw up.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about with that in particular?
First time at a con. Because I think that's what this is mostly geared towards, right? First timers at a con.
Yeah, it can be.
First time, if you're a first timer at a con, sometimes I learned this a hard way. I think everybody learns this a hard way. If you really want to meet somebody, a lot of people have the entire con time just packed. They have something to do the entire time. So if there's somebody you want to meet or go out to eat with or hang out with, and they can't, I think that's something. It's hard. You just can't take it personally. Feel bad about it. I know it's disappointing. It's really disappointing because I've been through it so many times. But it's not anything personal. It is just some people really have something they schedule back to back to back. Whether it's going to a dance, like I'm kind of like that. I'll think, okay, I want to go suit for this amount of time, and then I want to go to this panel, and then there's some friends over here. I want to go to their room and say hi for a little bit, and I've ran into situations where I really wanted to meet somebody, and they were never down in suit when I was down in suit, and believe it or not, I get crazy shy in and out of suit, and I have such a hard time meeting new people saying, "Hey, I'm Tiger." But it happens.
Yeah. I had a point about one of those, but I totally forgot what it was.
I'm sorry, because I just kept talking. I do that.
No, it's fine.
Being shy. That's another thing, too. So a lot of people are shy about coming up to suitors. And that's okay. Because like I said, I'm shy, too.
Yeah.
It just happens. If you're shy and you keep thinking of reasons to not go up and say hi to somebody, I think that is the wrong line of thinking. Just come on up, say hi, and ask if they'd like a hug.
Yeah, it's not too hard to come up to people and just say hi to them. Say if there's like a cheat sheet.
Yeah.
You go up to speak somebody,
and
you just tell them how it is. You be like, "Hello, I'm whatever. I like your suit," and they'll be like, "Oh, thank you.
Bingo.
Can I have a picture?"
It's an icebreaker. That's
or
right.
Can I have a hug or something?
Yeah.
I love your thing. Thank you so much for doing this. And then they're like, "Oh, awesome, cool."
Yeah.
And then if you
ask them how their con is going.
Yeah, something like that.
It's very generic questions you can ask. And no one's... Yeah, I guarantee you, no one's going to really balk at that at all.
Yeah.
And it's the hardest thing to do, though, to come up to somebody, especially when there's others going up to somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, I have been that person that has been... I'm behind a suitor. I'm like, I really want to say hi to them. And then I'm kind of walking behind them, getting closer. And then somebody else comes up to that suitor. And then stupid. I'm like, okay, well, I'll wait. And then another person goes up to that suitor. And it's so intimidating. I totally get that.
Yeah. Yeah, I can kind of I can see how some people can get like that just because there's so many things going on, especially
Mhm.
when there's so many people. People are
Mhm.
talking about this and people are talking about that, but you just gotta make sure that you're not like interrupting anything major, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
just kind of slide in there. Like,
Yeah. Easier said than done, but
yeah,
yeah. And for me, at least, since I have the eye condition I do, a good tap on the
Yeah.
shoulder always helps because sometimes when people are saying hi and they're right next to me and I know there's others right next to me, I've been wrong so many times when I've assumed that they're talking to me. So somebody will say, "Hi, I love your suit," and then I'll turn thinking they're talking to me, and I'll say, "Oh, thank you," and they're like completely turned the opposite direction, talking to somebody else next to me. So I rely on taps of the shoulder or just a little touch of the arm. You know, not any
Yeah.
yanks or. I've had my tail yanked. That doesn't feel very good.
Yeah, don't do that.
But the just a little physical poke, or like maybe two, and that's a good attention grabber.
Yeah. Anything that's not too handsy or
Yeah.
too intrusive, I guess, is
Because you
is
never
pretty
know
good.
suitors' abilities or disabilities.
Yeah.
And
There's some people that don't like to be touched too much and stuff like that as well. So
you don't know what's going on with through the head, in their head. You don't know if they're in the middle of something or if they're on their way to something or in the middle of a conversation sometimes. That's hard to tell. I'm really bad at gauging when people are in the middle of conversations, especially in suit, and I won't hear their voice, but they're talking, but because they're in this suit head, you can't tell that their mouth is moving or whatever, so I have to really listen in to see if they're in the middle of talking to the person next to them or if they're just kind of standing there.
yeah. Did you have anything else we wanted to talk about the whole MFF thing? I'm just
so.
pretty excited
I'm
about
beyond
going.
excited.
And then
I love meeting people. I cannot wait to meet a ton of new friends.
yeah, it should be a lot of fun. How do you want to end this? Are you ready to end this?
To do what now?
To end the
Oh, yeah.
podcast? Or okay. How do you think about it for the first time?
This has been really fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited to do this more.
Yeah, it should be fun.
I kind of ramble, so I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I mean I feel like that's what we're probably gonna be doing. We'll get better at it.
It's suitable ramblings now.
Yeah, suitable ramblings.
We're changing the name already.
That's pretty much what it was. So, all right.
Until next time.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, congratulations.
And bless you. Bless your heart.
All right. Bye.
Bye.